There are 4 ways. There are certain ways money can come to you. One of the things, like for those that are doing that are in DN, you will learn about the cash flow quadrant. Money can come through a job, right? Through a job. Have a job. You're working for someone, and the person pays you a salary. It could be a full-time job. It could be a part-time job or a contract job. But at least you are working. You have a contract with someone, and you are being paid for the job, right? That is one way money can come to you. Money can also come to you when you have a business. Whether you are self-employed or you have a company, you're selling a product or service, you have a business. Money can come through that. Money can also come to you when you invest. Those are the major ways, investments. So you have your job, your business, and investment. When you invest, in the job, you are working for someone. In the business, there are different, tiers. You can be self-employed, or you have a well-structured business where you have people working for you, but you can also be working in that business, right? In self-employed, entrepreneurship. Self-employment, you are fully invested in that business. You are a full participant of that business. And if anything happens to you, it affects the business. But if you have a structured company where you have systems running, right, when you're not around, things can still run. We'll go into that in more details, maybe in another breakfast meeting. But the third way is investment, where your money is now working for you. So you're no longer working for the money is working for you. You see it. And we're going to go into all of these things. I've seen that many people, they want to invest, but they really don't have the capital to invest. How many of you people have talked to you about investment? You need to invest. I'm like, how much you want to invest? Person over chop. I want to invest. I did a calculation recently. I said, okay, let me save 100,000 from now to November, 150,000. The interest was 4,000 something in fixed deposits. And inflation may eat that thing before December comes. Because the average inflation rate in Nigeria is about, I think, 15%. Every year, your money loses 15% if you save it somewhere. Am I right? I may be wrong. Please confirm. 15%. So if a fixed deposit is giving you 15%, you are just breaking even at the end of the year. So if you're going to make profit, it has to be more than that. Right? So I've looked at it that even this investment we talk about, we need to calculate the kind of investment we get into. Why people are telling you about treasury? I will talk about treasury bills. I will talk about those things. Treasury bills, they are good. Fixed deposits, they are good. But if your money is not huge, the returns are small. For instance, if you put in 1 million naira into a fixed deposit that gives you 15%, how much is that at the end of the year? 150,000 at the end of the year. If you're doing a 1-year plan that gives you 15%, it's 150,000, right? If it's 10%, it's 100,000 at the end of the year. Then they'll collect taxes from it, about 7.5% tax and all that. So you see that at the end of the day, the money reduces. But at least it's something. But if that money is 100 million naira and it's 15%, we're not looking at 15 million. Are you saying it? When you divide it across the months, it's about 1 something million every month. It now gets reasonable when the money is more. But now that we don't have 100 million, what do we do?